How's it going, y'all? Happy Saturday. Hope everybody's doing well. Ready for another Skies of Arcadia stream. I've actually been playing for like an hour and a half since before I started things up. I want to try and grind a little bit, check out some stuff, and I did successfully do that. So we're gonna start stream actually still grinding, as a matter of fact. I am currently in Looper Land trying I want to speed things up actually. So I have 2 game chart codes active that I think are supposed to give me something like a maximum multiplier to the amount of XP and MP I get after this battle. We'll see if that works. If it doesn't, I'm just gonna move on. I'm tired of doing this. My hope is to get Aika very quickly to access to Incremus, the red spell that I did not have that I could have used on the last stream. And also to get multiple members of the party at a higher spirit rating so that I can start each battle with Rain of Swords. I don't know if I can pull that off, but I figured it was worth a try. The other thing I did pre-stream, I finally found the one moonfish I was missing. One of the 2 I was missing I found at the end of last stream. It was in the literal first area of the game. The other one was off one of the docks in Nazrad, an area that I've been to like dozens of times over the course of playing this game and just forgot. Okay, the codes didn't work, unfortunately. Let me go ahead and turn them back off, and we'll just not deal with them. Wait a minute. Did they not take effect because I forgot to close that window? Let me do one more try. But I do have, let me save my state just in case this goes wonky, but I do have all of the moonfish now, so we can finally finish the quest line with Doc Marie and Piastel, which will give us the final discovery. Which will not then give us the final title, Vice the Legend, because that title also requires completing all wanted bounties and getting all treasures. And there is one wanted bounty and a couple of treasures in the final dungeon, so we have to basically go into that dungeon and do everything but the final boss before we get Vice the Legend. Which is kind of annoying, because when I do that, it occurs to me I'm going to have to get the Vice the Legend title and then immediately turn around and leave the dungeon to get the final discovery, the final secret discovery that requires you have that legend to find it. So in order to 100% this game, I have to do most of the final dungeon and then turn around and leave, which is stupid. But I will deal with that when I get there. Just annoying and unfortunate, but thankfully, I also have my game chart code to just turn off battles, so running back out of the dungeon won't be horrible, I guess, as long as I don't get lost on the way out. Alright, we'll want a Rain of Swords. Delta Shield just to be safe, and we'll have them guard on the second turn. This area that I'm in, the northwest area of the map, is by far the best area to grind in in-game, because it's nothing but loopers up here. At this point in the game, we have the black map accessory, which makes it so enemies can't run. So you can finally kill these guys en masse, and they give great XP. The code's still not working. But I got another black map. Okay, I don't care. Alright, we'll just do what we can with what we get as we go. I have money. I can spend it on some upgrade mats back at base. So that is an option too. For now, let's turn those codes off since they were worthless anyway. And let's set my... What do I need to do next? I need to go here. We need to talk to Doc to finish that quest line off and get that discovery. But also, I want to re-equip the Ancient Bracer. We don't need this on at the moment. Okay, and now we'll just fly back in that direction, which we don't want to. We don't want to come to the whole Solstice section until I do this first. So I need to be very careful about where I'm flying. Because like I was saying on the last stream last week, the moment you get close to Solstice, that locks you into a lot of plot. Which we are going to do. But I want to do this one thing first, so. I'm roughly going in the right direction. Should be fine. I will do more research for the code I was trying during the first break I take, because I feel like some of that has to actually exist. Maybe I was just putting it in wrong, and so I want to double check that. But in the meantime, well, I can't see where I'm going. It's so dark. Well, I'm literally flying over Valua, that's why. Aha. So we don't need to stop at Silas Island, but now that we're here, we're in the right spot. So I can come down here, lean over here. Ah, there they are. All right, let's finally finish this off. I'm gonna save my seat again.
Yeah.
So you caught some moonfish. Here, let's feed. I can skip this. It's the same as before. But since it's the final 2 moonfish, there will be new dialogue in a second. And here we're gonna get something like 3 in-game weapons. Yeah. I feel like the silver arm is drachmas, and I can't remember where Servant Strike goes. Is that... It's obviously got to be either Gilder or Enrique's. I'm not sure which. All right, last one. Also, unfortunately, this is the last time we'll hear this song, but it's... Hey, Vice, look, something's different about him. What's wrong? All right, he's... Final evolution. Wow, he just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Well, I think if anything ate that many moonfish, it'd grow at least half as much. But I bet that Maria's real happy that he's grown so much. Huh, Doc? You'd think so, but life doesn't always turn out the way you expect. Piccolo, he wants to go home. Huh? Piccolo has grown wings, so now he's saying he wants to go home. Home to where all his friends are. I think he has a point, though. If we don't return him to nature, he'll never find any of his own kind, let alone find someone to marry. Why does everything gotta be about marriage? Jeez. But the one thing that's keeping me worried is if this guy leaves, Maria's going to fall into depression again. Uncle Doc, I'll be fine. Maria? Ever since Daddy and my sister went away, I've been so lonely. And I think that Piccolo feels lonely too. I'm gonna miss him, but I think he should go home so he won't be lonely anymore. I have you and Vice to take care of me too. I don't have to be lonely anymore. Ah. Well, you sure have grown, Maria. Vice, I don't know how to thank you. To think this is the same Maria that I've been caring for all these years. I can't believe it. I owe everything to you. Nah. Hey, it looks like he's getting ready to leave. Sort of reminds you of when we left Pirate Isle, eh, Vice? Kind of, actually. About the polygons. Goodbye, Piccolo. Be nice to your new friends. And come back. Oh, I love how she says bye-bye in English. Come back to see me sometime. It's okay. Her sister is alive, and we know it. But we haven't told them yet. I'm also not sure if we tell them. I think we tell Doc, but I don't remember if that happens like during this cutscene or on the side, and you can come back and just talk to him about it. You found the Moon Hamacho. Thanks to the air pirate Vice and his friend Doc, the mysteries of the Moon Hamacho have been solved. Once fed a moonfish, the Moon Hamacho will undergo a metamorphosis and will eventually return home to its nest. This discovery will go down in history. All right, let's talk to you again. Do you have anything else to say? Oh, hey, it's Vice. Thanks for stopping by. I don't have much to offer in the way of comforts, but you're free to stay as long as you wish. Oh, hey, I almost forgot to tell you something. Piastel came by the other day. Really? Yep, it was a day I'll never forget. Okay, I'm glad we immediately came back. Excuse me? Are you one of Uncle Doc's patients? No, nothing like that. I was, just passing by and thought I'd drop in. Oh, I see. Were you looking for something out there? I saw you staring out at the sky. Yeah, my friend Piccolo is out there somewhere. I was just wondering how he was doing. Piccolo used to live here, but he flew home to be with his friends. He's a bird, you know. I see. It must be lonely for you without him. Yeah. Piccolo and I are like each other. We both were so lonely with no other friends. But he grew up and was able to go see his friends. But Uncle Doc told me something. He told me that I have a big sister. And that my big sister's out there somewhere, flying through the skies. I wonder if I'll ever get to meet her. Oh. Yeah, I'm sure you will. Someday you will. I just know it. Really? You think so? Wow. She doesn't feel like she can admit to Maria who she is because she is like taken so many lives, I think. Would it be okay if I came back, you know, to talk with you again? Of course. Thank you. You don't know how much that means to me. Dang. I think she wants to get to know her little by little, to ease back into things. Someday they'll be family again. Well, you're talking about it in front of her, so I guess she knows now? Vice, I've heard about you and Ramirez from various rumors from sailors passing through. One of you, either you or Ramirez, will not walk away alive from this mess, which means I'll lose one of my dear friends either way. Doc. Vice, just follow your instincts. Just do what you have to. I know you're sailing the path that you feel is right. I get the feeling that deep down inside, Ramirez is doing the same. That polygon hand. Good luck, Vice. Thanks. All right. Well, that's the official resolution. All right. With that done, let's pop back in on Sailor's Island real quick. It is almost time for a bajillion cutscenes. How's everybody's health after? It doesn't matter because all the cutscenes coming up next are not going to involve battle, but I do just want to check. Could stand a sleep, actually. Because I need to refill MP too. This is a discovery I should be able to sell. Yes. Okay. Vice is still King of Rogues. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, in order to get him to Legend, I have to literally just do almost the entirety of the final dungeon, so that's a ways away. Let's stock up on some items while we're here. We can basically we'll get back to 99 of all these. Oops. That's all we need. There won't be any ship upgrades at this part, or this point, excuse me. But I do want to pop over here to the inn. it'll be full HP and MP for everybody, so we're good there. All right, let's leave. Once I get out to the Delphinus, I will equip the new weapons on Aika and potentially also Gilder. Do I have... Oh, right, we have a lot of stuff coming up. I still am at 99 complete kits, so we're fine. Oh, I need to buy deluxe kits. I will do that on Crescent Island. Let me not worry about that right now. Let's see. You do not have a better weapon right now. You do. Let's equip your brand new Hydra Wing. That's a nice boost. Keep it at red, because I want to try and get Incremus. Okay, so the other item I picked up must have been a weapon for Enrique. I do want to verify that really quickly, which I can do from here. Yeah, that's... Oh, a sword for Enrique that can turn enemies to stone. That's cool. All right, we obviously can't use it right now because Enrique is literally not in the party, but that's nice to have. Enrique will be my choice of final party member when I get back to when I get to the point in the end game where I can actually like choose any of the party members to be my fourth. For now, let's finally continue with plot. And also save my state and let's get going. Just fly straight in this direction and just try and run right into Soltis. We will get rebuffed pretty quickly, and then that starts a bajillion cutscenes. There we go. What's wrong? Why did we stop? I remember hearing about a Dome of Light. Dome of Light? Is that like the Warrior of Light from Final Fantasy 14? Yes, it was an ancient defense mechanism. It was able to protect Soltis from the Gigas. Galcian is using it to protect himself from us. We've got to find a way through it. The Dome of Light is impenetrable. Not even the Delphinus can touch us. Ramirez, I believe the world needs a demonstration of our power. As you wish. Valua could use a little rain. Silver Gigas, Zelos, obey my command. Call forth the rains of destruction from the yellow moon. Oh, geez. Is that? No. Flashing warning. Feels like a storm's brewing. Hey, look at the moon. Is that an eclipse? The moon looks rather odd, wouldn't you say? Who cares about the moon? We're late for a party, and I simply look ravishing in my new dress. Oh my goodness. Your Majesty, perhaps you would be more comfortable sitting. Beliza, look at the moon. I do appreciate that Beliza, like, saved him from getting killed by his mother and then just, like, snuck him out, and now they're just It's about to be a bad situation, but at least she's like helping right now. Oof. I mean, I am glad we're not gonna have to deal with the two of them ever again, but this is a rough way to go out. Oh, you're on your own, Empress. I'm getting out of here. Where do you think you're going? Guards, escort me out of here at once. Wow. The whole ceiling just fell straight on top of her. Dang. Enrique, hang on. Don't worry about me, just go. The Grand Fortress is still standing. We're trapped. I love how he's like, he's sailed enough that he doesn't get airsick anymore despite all this. Wow. Spoiler alert, they survive. Along with actually a solid number of Eluans, which we know from experience when the Rains of Destruction fell in centuries past. Obviously, a lot of people survived because all the lands are like still filled with people now. Ah, excellent. I have won. Now all shall bow before me. Not quite. The world is mine. It will in fact be the exact opposite of what you want. This is going to cause everybody to come together to like beat the shit out of you. Prince Enrique? Ugh. Your Majesty, you're alive. Belisa, I thank you for saving my life. There's no need to thank me. It's a miracle that either of us is alive. Valua, what happened to Valua? Are the people all right? Belisa, what happened? Oh. What? Yeah, so we're not ever going back there. No, it can't be. It's not real. It can't be real. Please tell me this is all just a bad dream. Prince Enrique, I'm sorry. It is amusing to me that the developers of this game decided the way to make the final boss truly come and hit you and make you realize that things have gotten extremely serious is by killing a large number of people that you don't care about. I don't know that it gets the effect that they wanted because of that. Obviously, like, we didn't really want anybody to die, of course. And the people in the lower city, they were all in bad straits, but would have been nice if we could have saved them. Practically everybody in the upper city, like, we don't even care about them. So I can't believe that they actually used the Rains of Destruction. Hina, Vice, maybe we should head back to Crescent Island and take a minute to regroup. We can't do anything to get into Soltis right now anyway. You're right. I really hate to do this, but it looks like we have no choice but to just head home for now. Oh. I thought it was going to take us back automatically. No, we have to fly back. Okay. I had misremembered. Oh wow, you can see the storm cloud above now too. Anyway, ad break starting in like 3 seconds, so I'm gonna go to my break screen and be back in a couple minutes. Welcome back from ads. Before we continue, or as we're continuing, before we go back to story, one thing I want to try, I'm gonna save my state in both locations now. And we're not above the skies yet. Oh, we are. Right, because the clouds up here are gone because of all this nonsense. I want to try another thing, so we're gonna go back up here to Lunar territory. Basically, I found codes again that I want a different set of codes that I want to try and see if they work. So let's do what I was doing before. Let's put the black map on and head back into Looper territory and see if it works this time. I found a set of several different codes actually. So I want to see if any pair works. Right now we'll try the pair that just says ultra quick, and then there's another pair I found that's an actual multiplier if you put in the right hexadecimal value, which I already know what I want for that. So I want to try both and see if they work, and then we'll go back to story. Alright, so the black map is on, so we'll be right in Looper battles as soon as we get here into Looper territory. So let's pass over this rift. Save my state one more time and drop down and look for fights. Shouldn't take particularly long, I'm guessing. I also want to save my state in case this gets wonky and changes character values way more than I anticipated. Oh, nice. Look at the ambush. Actually, I don't even have to do that. They'll already immediately have what I need here. Let's Delta Shield to be safe. Double guard again. Let's see how much XP I get. That's so loud when you kill that many at the same time. I apologize. Oh, that's what happens. Invalid write. The game probably would have crashed on real hardware. For accurate emulation, enable MMU in advanced settings. That's a lot of invalid writes. Doesn't seem like it did anything though. Interesting. All right, let me try the other codes. Let's turn those off. And it's this set, but we need to change these two numbers to be 99. Okay. And same deal here. This set, also change that to 99. Leave them on, and we'll see what happens. Let me minimize this so I can see chat. All right. No, mouse out of the way because you can probably see the mouse on the screen. I've noticed that. It depends on the game, but I think with Dolphin, yes, if I have my mouse physically over the Dolphin window, that shows up on OBS for some weird reason, even though OBS is supposed to only be pulling in the data from just Dolphin itself. So I'll try not to have my mouse on the screen. All right, what do we have? No ambush this time, so they have 36 at the start? What happened? How did that work? I'm not sure what happened. I didn't see them gain levels from that one. Let me check my stats after this fight, because something actually took. I just can't tell what it was. But also, are we going to get invalid write errors again? Yes. Okay. Let's click past all of them. Oh, Fina's at level 80. Oh, wow. That's what happened. Gilder's at level 99. That's what happened. And Fina jumped to 85. Okay, so that's ridiculous. That's also going to make the game too much of a curb stomp. So I'm actually going to go back to... That was before everything had happened. That implies that the right error was because it didn't affect 2 people in the party. Why is that? That's kind of weird. Let me see if I can figure that out. Oh, these are PAL codes. That's why. That's why. Let me go back through here. This one might not work just because we're on NTSC. Let's see. If that worked the way it did, though, then that implies that... Well, this one didn't, though. I wonder if this one that I was trying before that didn't work would just work now, though. I guess I could try it? But if it didn't work before, then I don't see why it would work now. Huh. Maybe this will be easier if I just search for NTSC, just to start with. I'm seeing a lot of guides online that are like, here are the codes for the PAL versions of the game, which doesn't help. Here's a forum or here's a thread in Dolphin. I don't think this is going to work either. This might be something that I should just not bother with. I think actually figuring this out, first of all, I have to like find some way of converting these codes from PAL to NTSC. This thread talks about some kind of tool. A tool to decrypt or encrypt action replay codes for the GameCube. I feel like that's more work than I want to bother with right now. Here's a Google sheet with codes. Interesting. Oh, I've seen those codes before. That's stuff that like gives max experience for specific players, which I don't want to do. I just want like an EXP multiplier bump. Because straight max for people means that everybody's going to be level 99, and that will be no fun, basically. I'm just trying to reduce the grind a little bit. I'm just trying to basically like get Aika to the point where she can cast Incremus. That's kind of all I care about right now. But a lot of what people are recommending here is just going to shoot way past that, which I don't want actually. Miscellaneous codes on this page don't include anything useful here, at least not for what I'm looking for. Don't care about name modifier. What even is the point of that? Oh, that modifies who's in your party. Interesting. Which I also don't want. Oh, game action replay codes that just automatically start a battle if you hit L and R together. That's kind of funny, actually. There's a lot of infinite codes that I don't want. Codes that let you just spawn a specific boss battle by hitting L and R. That interesting. Yeah, none of that is relevant for what I want, so let's just ignore all this for now. It was a nice idea. Let me turn these codes off. And we're fine for now. Okay, let's go back to my actual guides. Not that I probably need them right this second, because we know what's about to happen. It's going to be cutscenes in mass. Nonetheless, let me take black map off if we're not doing this. Go back to Ancient Bracer. And where am I on the map? I'm back in Luber territory because I went with that save point. So let's go back to Crescent Isle, which is probably faster to go directly west from here, actually. I suppose, worst comes to worst, one thing I could do here is do one more Skies of Arcadia stream next Saturday, because that's the Saturday before I leave for VGM Con the following Thursday, so I'll be in town. I'll be able to do all my streams next week as normally planned. And that could just be the stream in which I beat the game, but in the amount of time it takes me to, in the week leading up to it, I can farm off screen. Potentially figure out these codes. Whether I figure them out or not, I can unlock Incremus for Aika. I forgot you can just fly into Mount Kasai now. You don't need to take the boat from town anymore. Anyway, we can just do 2 more weeks with Skies of Arcadia, where next week will be the final one for sure. And that will give me time to get everybody up to speed. If that's the case, though, then I will probably end this stream tonight after all the shit battles that are going to come after all these cutscenes. There's a lot of shit battles that I have to do, and then they would be followed up with actually going into the final dungeon. And so I'd probably do the shit battles today, and then final dungeon next week. Although, again, final dungeon, completing the dungeon, not fighting the final boss, immediately leaving. I guess I will turn off random battles just so I'm not hassled on the way out. Leave, do some new in-game stuff that's available because I have the final title, and then then actually beat the game. But I can do all that in one stream next Saturday, I think. So Vice, I heard that something terrible has happened. Moegi, I'm afraid that Galcian used the Rains of Destruction on Valua. What? But what about Enriquez? He... No, he can't be. Oh, jeez. Poor Moegi. Vice, if we don't do something soon, Galcian will destroy the world one island at a time. We have to stop him. I know, I'm working on it. are we supposed to stop him? His base is an entire continent, and there's that shield around it. Looks like there's not much we can do except take on Galcian himself. But we can't even get to him. Damn, there's nothing we can do.
Yeah.
Oh yes, there is. Ah, amazing. I leave you guys alone for a few days and you're ready to surrender? Enrique, you're alive! Enrique! Oh, that's great. Moegi, it's alright, I'm okay. I was so worried about you. We were in Valua when the rains hit. Beliza saved me. I owe her my life. My mother and so many others were killed. We can't let this happen again. We must stop Galcian. But how? Lord Galcian wants to rule the world, not destroy it. Valua was just an example. Now that he's made his example, he can demand allegiance from all of the other countries. He will send his armada to each of the countries as a show of force, and demand that they surrender. He will most likely go with them. You're right. Once he's out of his base, we'll have a shot at him.
Oui, oui.
Vice, I know that you... I love the oui, oui. That was so great. Playing this game with Japanese audio was such a good idea. Vice, I know that you weren't too keen on giving up, but we need to be realistic here. There's no way the Delphinus can take out Galcian's entire fleet. He's right. If you fought him alone, you would lose. But there has to be a way. We can't just give up. Damn it. What's wrong with you, boy? No matter what happens, I'll never give up. You told me that once. Have you forgotten already? That voice. Literally the whole team. Boy, it's been a long time. Yeah. Solstice is the root of all our problems. We've got to send that place back to Deep Sky where it belongs. But we don't stand a chance against the entire armada. Well, Fina, have you forgotten about me already? Clara! Don't forget, I'm an air pirate too. I can't just sit around and let Galcian take over the world. That new continent has driven away all the food. Now I don't have any customers. That's more than enough reason for me to fight. Gordo, I swear to God. Vice, I heard what was going on. We must fight together for the future of this world. Can't believe I'm doing this. I knew it wasn't going to be the last time we saw him, but at least he'll be on our side this time. Baltor? Don't get the wrong idea. I'm only helping you because I hate Galcian more than I hate you. As soon as we kick his arse, I'm coming after you. If there's a fight to be fought, then you can count us in. You saved our country. Now it is time to return the debt of honor. We, the Tenko, will also eat you. Vice? With this many ships, we may just stand a chance against the Armada. Aika, just because we're a little late, don't count us out. Nice. Dad! Vice, you've done quite a bit of growing up since I last saw you. If you have this many allies, you must be quite a captain. I'm proud of you, son. Thank you. Alright, Captain, we await your orders. Okay. I think both of these actually give the same response, the same, yeah, this is both a +3. Let's show Galcian what we'll meet up. I like that one better, though. Let's send him and Solstice into Deep Sky forever. Let's show Galcian what we're made of. Nice. Tonight, I want everyone to rest up. Tomorrow, we make history. Looks like this is it. I think I'm going to like this. Uh-oh. That's a... I say this having played the game already multiple times and beaten it and knowing what's going to happen. But even if I hadn't played the game, I would see that look on her face and be like, that's a death flag right there. Who could it be at this time of night? It's me, Vice. Beliza? What are you doing up at this time of... I've come to say goodbye. The boya. Last time we hear that, probably. Goodbye? You're not going to fight with us? I'm afraid not. You can't expect me to fight my own men. And besides, there's something else that I have to take care of. Something else? That reminds me, I took a peek in Aika and Fina's rooms earlier. Neither of them were there. Huh? Are you serious? They were probably unable to sleep. You know, the night before a battle, they aren't as tough as they pretend to be. A good captain would find them and comfort them. Alright, I'll go check up on them. I figured you would. Nice, nice distraction and not have to explain where she's going. Well then, I must be on my way. I know you'll grow up to be a great leader, and try not to break too many hearts. Goodbye, Vice. The serious face. Alright, I'm gonna save my state just in case, but if I remember correctly, there are better answers to say on this one. One of them is up here. Let's do that one first. Because if I remember from past history, the one you talk to downstairs, like that, like Aika will see the conversation with Fina if you talk to Fina first. So I want to talk to Aika first. Hey, Aika. Vice, what are you doing up this late? Shouldn't I be asking you that question? What are you doing out here? Good point. I should answer you first, I suppose. I don't know. I crawled into bed, but I couldn't sleep. Maybe I'm just scared. This isn't like me, I guess. I'm scared too gives a +3. Yeah, this isn't like you apparently gives a +4, interestingly. Yeah, it isn't like you at all. Maybe you should hide under your bed. Hey, I said maybe. I didn't come right out and say it. You don't have to make fun of me. I didn't realize you had a sensitive side too. I think I like it though. The only reason why you didn't realize that is because every time I try to talk to you, this is the kind of reaction that I get. Starting to feel better. Thanks, Vice. You've always known how to cheer me up. Maybe I'm just feeling the pressure of tomorrow's battle. There's a lot riding on it. Maybe I should try to relax. We'll do our best, and whatever happens, happens. Yeah, just act like you always do, Ike, and everything will be fine. All we have to do is fight like we always do. We've done pretty good so far. Yeah, you're right. I feel so much better now. Maybe I'll be able to get some sleep. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Thanks, Vice. We're gonna make history tomorrow. Good night. You better not oversleep. Your dad's here, remember? Because it is a JRPG, so there's got to be a little hint at romance for the main character at some point. From both Aika and Fina, as we're about to see. I think Fina's out on the ledge out here. Yeah, she's up there staying next to the flag. I actually consider these three an OT3, honestly. There's a really good fanfic I read that covers their story. It's basically a novelization of the entire game. And it actually involves them getting married before the final battle, like all three of them. It's a really good fanfic. Actually, I might link it next week after I finish the game. Nina. Nice. Can't sleep? I tried to, but I couldn't stop thinking about Ramirez. I grew up with him. My whole life, we were always together. We were best friends. It's hard to think that now I'm going to have to fight him, and one of us will die tomorrow. As a Sylvite, it is my duty, but... Fina. Vice, I have one thing to ask of you. Please, stay by my side. If you're at my side during tomorrow's battle, I know I'll be able to fight him. I mean, yes. But also we literally don't have a choice because these three are the core of the party and you can't trade them out. but I know what she actually means. You're a great leader. I know you'll inspire me. Save my state. Let's see. Just like the conversation with Aika, the top option, say comforting words, gives +3. The bottom, say nothing and just put your arm around her, is +4. So. Vice. Thank you. Aw. Feel better now? Yes, having you here means a lot to me. Can we stay like this a little longer? That is very cute, actually. Alright. There's actually only one more swashbuckler rating in the entire game. And just like the previous two, it's one where the second option gets +4 and the first option gets +3. But let me go back to my actual guide. When you wake up, speak with Ryukan, who can acquire the Vorlig. Okay, so we can get Vice's final weapon now. After making any final preparations, such as buying a good supply of complete kits, return to the fight. Okay. Alright, I would like to talk to everybody before I go, though. Do people have... Oh, they're both here. I'm so happy that Prince Enrique came back safely. I don't know what I would have done if something happened to him. Why can I not talk to Enrique? That's so weird. Oh, there we go. So it's time to confront Galcian. I shall accompany you in the Delphinus. Galcian must pay for destroying my homeland and killing my mother and Gregorio. Dang, poor Gregorio. That was a rough sequence. Alright, let's see. There are people down there. That's ours. I forget what room is what. There's a picture of Moegi stuff. Oh, that's Enrique's room. That's right. Because Drachma and Gilder don't need to live on base like everybody else. They're in here, and I would like to talk to them. Good morning, Vice. Thanks for that little talk last night. I was able to relax enough to get some sleep. I know we can beat Galcian. I have faith in everyone, and I have faith in you. I'd face anyone if you were fighting by my side. I'm sure the rest of the air pirates feel the same way. Let's do our best. Everyone's counting on you, but I mean, Captain Vice. Let's talk to Fina. Good morning, Vice. Thank you for everything last night. To be completely honest, it's a little hard for me to fight against Ramirez, but I want to fight. I want to help save this world. I want to fight alongside of you. That's why I'll try my best. As long as you're there fighting with me, somehow I believe we'll win. Alright, let's hit up the bunks down here. Hey, do you like the little animals that I caught for you? Oh, right, this is just dialogue for editing the base. Which means he doesn't actually have anything new to say. The Armada made the moonstones fall in Valua, huh? I didn't really like the place, but I grew up there. Makes me sad that it's all gone. Vice, promise me that we'll beat the Armada. We can't let them get away with what they've done. Vice, the time has finally come for battle, and I've received word from my father that his ship, the Ironclad, is ready to fight alongside of us. The preparations of the Delphinus are being finished up as we speak. The whole crew is ready when you are. Let's pop in here. A lot of people to talk to. Star Marita, I dance in your honor. I dance in celebration of your victory to come. You will win. Hey, something happened to the Yellow Moon. It rained moonstones over Lua. Then there were some explosions. I wouldn't put my past behind me, but I'm worried about the balloons. They're not all bad, you know. Oh, welcome. I've been doing my best to cook for the crew. I hope they like it. If you like, I can make you lunches so you take with the... Ah. Sure. Let's get some extra items just in case. I will heal all your wounds and replenish your magic, but it takes a little while to start working, so you can't eat it during a battle. Alright. Hello, Vice. You want something? Never thought I'd ever see Robinson again. Thank you for everything you've done for me, Vice. I'm so glad that I came with you. I lost everything that was dear to me. I lost it all in the Dark Rift. All I had to keep me going were my memories of Polly. It's during those years in the dark earth that I realized just how important Polly was to me. You should shave. Never knew how much I had until she was gone. I'm gonna stay by her side until we finish this. Then we're heading back to Sailor's Island. As far as stuff still out here, pretty much just, oh, these two. Welcome. Heed my words, the future will be known. I don't need this. I'm only seeing if they have new dialogue, and that's not new. Captain, oh, do nothing. I guess let's talk to you really quickly. Right, we don't need any of that. All right, let's go up, but also there's an ad starting in a couple seconds, so I'm gonna go ahead to my break screen, and I'll be back in a few minutes. All right, welcome back from ads. Continuing our journey of talking to everybody at base. I can't quite see that island that rose up from under the clouds from here, even with my eagle-like eyes. But I can sense the fear of the birds that come from the direction of the mid-ocean. I have a very bad feeling about all this. It's fine, we're gonna take him out. It's a good thing that I remembered I needed to, or that I could talk to everybody for new dialogue, because I almost forgot that I need to come here talking to Mingo, because we got the Moon Hamachow, which means we now have Chow? We have the last of the discoveries that he cares about. Hey Vice, how's it going? Still trying to explore as much of the world as you can, I see. Well then, let me check out your discovery log. Vice, you completely filled your logbook. Technically we haven't. There's one more that we can't access, but it doesn't matter for him. You're amazing. Vice, you're one of the greatest explorers in history. Not even the legendary Dakot can measure up to you. You're worthy of my most prized position. You can have my title as treasure hunter extraordinaire. Okay. That title. Oh, Exploration King Vice. Okay. You can technically change the title you have equipped, I think. No, you can't. Yeah, no. You're unable to change that. Although it will get superseded when I get Vice the Legend. Alright, let's head back downstairs. We'll go to the shops. I don't think we need to buy... I have a lot of money, but I don't know if I want to, like, stock up on the seeds in here. Let's talk to you first. I just made a new batch of licknesses. 4,000 gold for 10 of them. Sure. Won't be able to use them. They're like Orala's lunch, essentially. So I have 180,000. I could use it to buy a lot of these seeds if I wanted to. But do I need to? Let's wait on that. That is something I'm wanting to do by end of game. So I'll research off stream before next week's to find out if there's anything I need to buy before I head into the final dungeon. That's not new dialogue. She has all these boxes that I generally don't care about. They're useful, but I get a lot more use out of just using my super moves than any actual spells generally. But I might buy some of those. Vice, I finished forging the finest blade I've ever crafted. I present to you the Vorlic blade. Nice. Since this blade was crafted solely for you, I customized the guard and pommel to fit your hand. This is the finest blade that I've ever created. May it serve you well. Now that I have an adequate forge, let's talk first. Hope that you will put in the Vorlic blade to good use. It is no equal in this world. I don't think there's anything in here that's going to be... I mean, I could equip that to Gilder, but also very soon I'm not going to have Gilder as my fourth party member. So... we're going to want to put Enrique back in the party before the final dungeon run. Because having Delta Shield and Nessa Shield is absolutely going to be necessary against the final boss. Also, don't we have to actually fight Gaussian? Physically? I can't remember. I feel like we do. Anyway. Let's equip the true best weapon for him. And keep it purple for now. Now I gotta come into base. I guess I'll just run down the stairs. I want to talk to everybody down here, but I also want to make sure to buy complete kits from Bell Shop. Okay, they don't have new dialogue. Nothing new from any of them. Do you have a new dialogue? Nope. Pal does not have new dialogue, but I had to check anyway. I'm going against Valua. Wait, no, that's not new. Alright, last thing to do. Let's gossip. I can't believe it's almost time for our battle with Gaussian. I'm so nervous. But since Captain Clara and the other air pirates will be fighting alongside of us, I'm confident we'll win. Alright, we don't have new weapons, which I figured as much. Oh, you can't buy the other types of kits here. Interesting. I guess I could buy out these. That would actually be useful. Oh, I should buy a couple of these actually. I feel like having those might be pretty useful in these next couple of battles. Just enough for, we're not going to fight 8 ship battles here. But I could start each ship battle with like one of them each and get a lot more SP a lot quicker. But from that POV, I think I will actually spend a ton of my gold on not that many. Let's do 40. All right, I feel like that's good enough. Time has finally come to battle Gaussian, huh? Fighting the Armada, fighting Gaussian, it's also exciting. I see even you, Captain Vice, are a little nervous about facing off with Gaussian. Well, with 3 beautiful cannon goddesses aboard your ship, you have nothing to worry about. All right, that's everybody. So the next and last thing to do is... Oh, right, we do have... We have to have Gilder in the party for this. I forgot there's actually a dungeon coming up. Followed by Gaussian as a boss, and then we go into Solstice. So this would have been too much for one stream anyway, unless I streamed for like 3 more hours. But we're about to fight 3 ship battles, followed by a dungeon, followed by a boss battle. Anyway, let's get to work on all this. Let's save here before I head out. And save my state as well. And let's head on up. Glad I got 99 complete kits, because I can't buy the lower ones, but we have too much HP to use the lower ones right now anyway, so. Skies are clear, and we've got the wind behind us. Considering we're about to enter a battle over the fate of the world, the weather's pretty good. Hurry up and give us the command to attack. My men are getting restless. Jeez. This is the longest they've gone without attacking someone, and they're getting jumpy. Vice, the Primrose awaits your command. We're ready to fight. And take good care of Gilder. The Albatross 2 is ready when you are, son. Captain Vice, we're ready for some action. We've got a personal score to settle with the Armada. This is this submarine-looking ass ship. Captain Gilder, we'll take care of the Claudia while you're gone. We'll try and get her back to you in one piece. Ironclad isn't much of a warship, but it's the most maneuverable ship in the fleet. We're also hoping that they underestimate us. Don't worry about a thing, Vice. The Tinko and the rest of the Yakutoman Navy are right behind you. That's a very, very small navy for an entire country, but video games. This is gonna be good. Boy, let's get moving. The harpoon cannon is ready for action. Vice, the Phoenix is ready when you are. Okay, hold on. I think both of these give the same amount of swashbuckler points, but I do want to verify. Of course, I'm like rubbing my eye with horrible timing here. I apologize. All right. That's not what they're saying. Presumably, like, it's completely wrong here in this guide I'm reading, but I think both of these technically give the same. The guide I'm reading claims the second one gives +4. I don't know if that's accurate here, but I don't really think it matters. But what if it does matter? let me try and look this up. Jeez. Skies of Arcadia. Swashbuckler choices. Maybe this guide is better? Oh, Vice of Legend requires 8 other ship battles just out in the open. I haven't done any. So in addition to getting all the chests in the final 2 dungeons and the final wanted bounty in the final dungeon, you have to fight like 8 random enemies across the world, just ships out in the open. I don't see. That's a guide for the Dreamcast version. What about this guide? This guy doesn't seem correct. What about this one? So many of these are bad. Like, neither of those choices are what I'm reading here. What about this article that just lists the ratings? It doesn't list the choices. Same there. Why is so many of these guides bad? What about this guide on IGN of all places? This is like a text guide on IGN? They do that? Budget School. Oh, this is a very big guide. This is huge. Oh, this guide is like not even completed. That got to the glacier and stopped. Okay, none of this is helpful. Let me just choose one. I hope it's the right one. All right, Air Pirates, onward to victory. Full speed of Solstice. Sorry for waiting to be not figuring out what choice to make, but whatever. All right, on we go. And now we are locked into this series of battles. You have to do 3 battles back to back. And I think after the 3 battles you can technically split off. I'm not sure. My first stop is Nasser. Since we're already destroyed Nazrad, they will beg for mercy, especially after what we did to Valua. My lord, shall I accompany you? It is not necessary. If any countries resist, I shall destroy them with the rains. I need you here to defend Soltis and to command Zealous to rain down on our enemies. Wise decision. My lord, an unknown fleet of ships is headed this way at attack speed. I can't identify the fleet, but leading the charge is the Delphinus. So, the air pirates will come to challenge me. Saves me the trouble of hunting them down. I shall purge the skies of their kind forever. Lord Calcian, perhaps I should go as well. No, we cannot lose Soltis. Return at once. Do not worry, the Hydra will dispose of them. Air pirates, it will rain today indeed. The sky shall weep with your blood. Big talk. All ships full speed ahead. Destroy the air pirates. Destroy every last one of them. It is not quite gonna go how you think. But anyways. The Armada is closing fast. Alright, battle stations. This is it. Alright. The first battle we get is a ship that basically won't do much of anything. It will, it's a mage ship that really just like, we're just gonna focus and deluxe kit, and then just Moonstone Cannon around 2 for an easy victory. This is going to be a bit of a hanging out. Literally 3 ship battles back to back, and the 3rd one's going to be pretty long, so. Now might almost be a good time to put my dinner order in, but it's, I don't know how long this dungeon's going to take. But maybe I should wait until after stream to do that. Oh boy, I got back 8,000 health when I'd only taken like 30. Oh, that was a solid amount of damage. Pop a deluxe kit on this one. Start with a deluxe kit to heal most of that back, and then we'll just Moonstone Cannon you in the face. And just in case. This enemy's gonna die with 1 Moonstone Cannon shot. I'm not worried about it, but let's get some attacks off just in case it doesn't. The convenient thing about ship battles is if you kill a ship before its torpedoes land, then you don't have to worry about the torpedoes landing. The torpedoes just magically don't exist anymore. All right, that's 1 of 3 down. All right, for this fight, we're probably gonna want to use a complete kit at the end of every turn, just in case. We've broken their front line, but reinforcements are closing in fast. Galcian, I'm coming for you. Infidels, we will not let you pass here. You will get no closer to Lord Gaussian. All hands to battle stations. Do whatever you have to do. Just make sure they don't get past us. Alright, this will actually be a slightly harder battle. Let's see. A torpedo that lands there. No. And an Incrum here. A focus and a complete kit. Alright, let's see how things go. Next round is going to start with 2 people using secondary cannons, probably. And then focusing for the rest. I don't think I have 2 sets of secondary cannons, so it's probably only going to be 1. With 2 more people focusing and the last person doing a complete kit. But then we'll get a Moonstone Cannon off in the 3rd round, so it won't matter anyway. I guess the first complete kit I've used all game, so I forgot it had a unique sound effect. Alright, yeah, I only have 1 5-inch, so we'll just use that multiple turns. We'll focus, and we'll do a complete kit. Hey, Relong, how's it going? This will not kill the boss. 1 5-inch cannon shooting 3 times will not be enough, but yeah, the Moonstone Cannon on the next turn will do it in. I feel like if I had 2 5-inch cannons, that might have actually come pretty close to taking the boss out on this round. But it's fine. Oh yeah. Yeah, if I had had 2 cannons and I was firing them both throughout and like 1 focus, it probably would have ended things. Anyway, we'll complete kit here and then we'll Moonstone Cannon next. And here we have to choose the stay put option. Look, the enemy's running away. Stay put, we shouldn't just rush in. No, we shouldn't rush in after them. Maintain present course and speed and continue attacking. You're right, there's no way that an elite unit like that will just turn tail and run. So that was just a trick to try and lure us in? Yep, but we've got the upper hand now. Now's our chance to attack. Alright, let's Moonstone Cannon there. Let's complete kit right before it so that we start the 3rd battle with full health. And I guess we can just guard. We don't really need to focus for the other turns because this will be over in a second. I want to start the battle against the Hydra itself with full ship health, though. The battle against the Hydra is going to be a difficult one. It's going to take some time. Just reading everything we got to do on that fight. And like with the Blueheim fight, it's going to just be a long one. Literally a slug match. Oh nice, we got a complete kit back. And a lot of items that we won't have the opportunity to even equip, and won't matter when this is like the final major ship fight in the game. That's not true. I just forgot the actual final bosses. So we're about to do the fight against the Hydra, then we'll infiltrate the Hydra for an on-foot dungeon, followed by a battle against Galcian. Then that unlocks Soltis as the final dungeon, but at the end of Soltis is 3 back-to-back final boss battles, and phase 2 is actually a ship battle. So we will have another ship battle, and thus I will want to make sure I am well equipped on the ship side after all this. My lord, the air pirates have broken our lines. The Delphinus is headed straight for us. Well done, Vice. You shall live just long enough to feel the destructive power of the Hydra. All cannons fire on the Delphinus. There's an enemy ship ahead. It's huge. No, it can't be. Enrique, you know this ship? It's called the Hydra. It was dubbed the Flying Fortress. Galcian must have had his own men completed. My mother wanted its production stopped because of its magnitude. Why? Wasn't it big enough? Galcian must be in there. This battle won't be over until we destroy that thing. Alright, Galcian, it ends now. Oh. Alright, I'm probably going to save my state on every single round in this fight. And I'm going to do that on save slot 2, so I can always back out if things go really badly. It's finally time to face Galcian. Alright everyone, I'm counting on all of you. Yeah, let's start with save slot 2. We're already down. We took a good amount of damage at the very end of the previous fight. So I'm gonna need to like start with a complete kit immediately. We need to do an Incrum right away because we're gonna be taking a lot of damage over the course of this fight. The less damage, the better. How long does the rudder grease machine oil last? Let me look that up. Skies of Arcadia. Wow, can I spell? Rudder grease? This is such a badly formatted guide. Oh my god. Let me try this one. That's not helpful. Unfortunately, this badly formatted one is still the best one to use here. Alright, let's see. Find on page. Rudder grease halves all spirit consumption from after the point it is used for 1 turn. Which is really not helpful. So maybe we don't end up using those at all, even though I bought 8 of them thinking they would help. Machine oil doubles the spirit gain at the start of the next turn. Multiple applications do not further multiply spirit gained. Okay, that can actually be useful. Turn is considered the 4 slots, essentially 1 round by the terminology I was using, so that does mean rudder grease and machine oil combined can actually if I use rudder grease first and then use a bunch of attacks, then I would be taking all those attacks for like these 4 rounds would do half. Machine oil seems like the better idea then, because I can pop 1 of those and I would basically get 24 spear points next round instead of just the 12. Not even 12, 16. So we'll use Incrum here, but then yeah, next round I would get like 32 spare points. So that's actually not a bad idea. Let's do that. Because I can always buy more of those things later if they're going to be that useful. So machine oil here. And then another complete kit because we're going to take a lot of damage here. Alright, so there's an ad starting in about a minute, but I'm going to keep playing because this boss fight is going to take a while. If I go through all my, I'm not going to go through 99 complete kits, but the next major ship battle after this comes after a point where I can leave and head back to Crescent Isle and then return, so I can't actually restock. So I'm not too worried about it. If the Hydra gets like really good hits in, I could lose something like 20,000 HP in one go. So yeah, this is definitely going to be complete hits at the end of every round, plus the increment that I did at the start of the battle. I don't have to do increment again because that lasts for the entire battle, but it was very important that I pop that at the beginning to lower the sheer amount of damage that I'll be taking. Okay, we're in a very good position right now. We definitely want to Moonstone Cannon here. It's not going to do much, but it's still a good idea. Let's see. Let's see. We'll want to use the Ancient Cannon here too. And let's focus, and let's use another complete kit. Wow, that was like nothing. Alright, those of you who are not Twitch Turbo or subbed, see you in about 3 minutes. We're doing damage. It's a long process, but we are doing damage. All right, full heal. Man, complete kits are so good. Oh, nice. Lost the attack, because we're like way away, I guess. Alright, now we're going to take heavy damage, though, so I'm going to guard this one. I'm going to complete kit here. I'm going to guard that one, and I'm going to try and get an Ancient Cannon attack off here. Those red turns, we get hit with basically the Hydra's equivalent of the Moonstone Cannon. Or not. I thought that's what would happen, but that wasn't... That wasn't what I expected. It was still a solid amount of damage though, so the complete kits are important. Also, the boss actually guards on every Moonstone Cannon turn, so... The Moonstone Cannon is never going to do full damage in this fight, which is part of the reason it's such a long fight. Alright, I'm gonna attack upper. Doing the lower, it was what gives you the 1 or 2 red turns. Well, upper gives you a lot of yellow turns. Both relatively do roughly the same amount of damage, but you get easier chances to heal up in between stuff on the all yellows. Technically, there's just like not a right answer. Yeah, let's do upper, and then we'll get an ancient cannon there. I'll put a 5-inch cannon here for a little bit extra too. We're doing very good health-wise, so let me get a focus in, and then we'll end with a welcome back everybody from ads, and then we'll do a complete kit here. And let me also, I haven't actually saved my state in a while, even though I said I was going to do that, so let me do that now. Oh, I forgot Incrum falls off on ship battles, so I'm gonna have to recast that next turn. I think I need to stop using the main cannon. Sub cannons are better for this fight, I think. Oh, here comes the dangerous part now. This is what I was misremembering. That is the Hydra's Moonstone Cannon. Look, the ship's hull fell away. There's a giant cannon coming out. Uh-oh, looks like Gaussian's getting serious now. All right, everyone, it's now or never. All right, we can start off with the Moonstone Cannon, which we should. The Incrum fell off. So let's have Aika recast that. Oh, not Pyram. I really wish I had Incremus because that lasts for 4 rounds. We'll use a complete kit here, and then we'll guard here. Save state. See how it goes. All right, it's down to like a quarter of its health. 4 turns into the fight. Oh, at least it took evasive action after we got the Moonstone Cannon shut off. Well, time to Incrum, so that means its Moonstone Cannon is not going to do as much damage to me. Maybe I could have waited for that, but I really wanted to guard before this next shot. Or as close to the next shot as possible. Dang. That is way bigger a cannon than mine. But it did way less damage because I got the Incrum back up, so very good. The Incrum and the guard. Then we have essentially the same thing, so let's I'm going to use another machine oil here, I think. The Ingram will hold, so we'll put the complete kit here, we'll guard here, and then we will also focus here. No attacks this round. I need to start getting a lot of sub-cannon hits in, but I want to get to a much higher spirit level before I really started on that. I think next turn will be a good point to do that. We'll get the Moonstone Cannon shot in immediately. We'll have several of my sub-cannons go the rest of the round and in with like a guard or a complete kit. Actually, maybe only one sub-cannon because I need space to guard and complete kits separately. So probably I'm only going to be doing both of my sub-cannons on rounds where I'm not Moonstone Cannoning. That was solid damage. Alright, stick with the upper part, same deal. Keep the yellows where possible. Let's start with the Moonstone Cannon. Let's also do a 5-inch that lasts the whole round. And then we don't have to... We're not going to have the opportunity to Moonstone Cannon next round anyway. So I could just do that. And let's complete kit. And we'll get enough back next round that I can do some more of these into that round. Hopefully 2, actually. No, I need to guard the first turn of the next round. Anyway, complete kit here. This is definitely what we need to do this round, regardless. We'll think about next round when we get there. I'm just off looking at Discord while I go through here, while I wait for this long animation. My health is getting worryingly low, but I got a complete kit on the way, so I'm not too worried about it. Oh, below half. Okay. All right, we're doing some damage. So are they. I'm almost at half myself. But we got the complete kit literally about to come here. Got it, yeah. Nice. But we got so far away that my cannons didn't hit at all, unfortunately. Alright, we need to start with a guard immediately. I can do a 5-inch cannon again. We need a complete kit here, and we need another guard here. Two red turns this round is not good, but with a complete kit coming later, it's fine. A lot of sub-cannon shots is really the play in this entire fight, because if you just try to rely on nothing but Moonstone Cannon, it would take forever. But we're actually doing very solid damage right now, so. It's still taking a while, but we are doing very solid damage right now. Oh, here comes this. I don't think I saw the evasive action take. Oh, this is gonna hurt then. Which reminds me, I need to re-up Ingram next round. think I need to re-up Ingram next round. Oh, that timing. Oh well. Let's keep attacking upper. I'd rather stay up here and save. Yes, we do need a cast Ingram here. Okay. Let's start with 5-inch cannon. We're doing pretty good health-wise, so I think I will complete kit at the end of this round. Let's Ingram here. No, let's complete kit out here, and let's focus actually. You know what? No, let's use another machine oil. No red turns on any round means I feel a little bit more comfortable about only using one complete kit at the very end of the turn. It's usually it's safe enough. Alright, so we'll get a full 32 spirit points next round. Which will be nice. Oh, they healed themselves? What? That was rude. Jeez. Part of the reason I'm missing so often is because I keep staying up. If I went low, I would be taking a lot more damage, but I would also be never missing practically. All right, we'll start with Moonstone, which will unfortunately be guarded against, but nonetheless, we'll do that. We'll put a complete kit here, and we'll focus here so that I can start doing some more sub-cannon shots next round, hopefully. The Moonstone Cannon enough will erase the heal from earlier. Nice. What happened to me earlier happened to the Hydra. It got the guard up after I got the shot off. I think I'm gonna put my dinner order in now. I feel like now it's a good opportunity. I don't think the next dungeon, I think I'll be able to finish the next dungeon and at least get into the final boss fight by the time my food is about to show up, or perhaps before it shows up, so. Oh, here that goes again. Did the guard go up after again? No. Okay, good. I was gonna be very annoyed. Okay, dinner order is in. Let's guard here. We will complete kit right before that, and we have a good amount of points, so I feel like I can start doing some of this. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Dang it. Oh well. 10 hours. I saw that YouTube video. I didn't bother to pull it up, but I was very amused by what it looked like. Oh, that's unfortunate that I picked the wrong thing, but I feel like the Moonstone Cannon next round might actually end things, even though I picked the wrong thing. Also, choosing the Ancient Cannon here means I have more spirit points for that next round, so we'll see what happens. Oh, okay. I'm taking so much damage right now. Should be fine. This is the complete kit, so. Yeah, I feel like there's actually a solid chance that the Moonstone Cannon next round will end the fight, perhaps. There's the guard up. Is this going to be just a Hydra launcher, or are we about to take their Moonstone Cannon to the face? Just Hydra launcher, okay. That's not bad. I mean, we were at full health, so it wasn't going to be that bad anyway. Let's stick with up top again, as usual. And I do have enough for that. Excellent. Let's go ham, since it's... Oh, I have, like, nothing left. All right, let's... Focus. Complete kit. And if this doesn't end it, then all the focusing to give me extra spirit points next turn for a couple sub-cannons will. So it should be fine regardless. Did not end it. Came very close though. Once again, they got the guard up after my shot, so I'm happy. Alright. There's the complete kit on the final turn. I haven't been paying attention, so I'm not sure if I'm going to get shot again, or else that will end the round. That's the end of the round. I didn't get shot again, thankfully, but... Alright, we're going to... Whoops, because I clicked off it. We're going to guard here, play it safe. We'll do 5-inch cannon into that turn. Maybe I should leave it at that. Yeah, because I don't know what that red bar is going to be, if it's going to be their Moonstone Cannon or not. So let's play it safe. Let's complete kit here and guard again there and save my state. See how it goes. It would be nice if it wasn't the big attack, but the complete kit right before it is going to make that a relative non-issue in the end anyway, so it's okay. This really is a slugfest. Jeez. Yeah, we've been going for quite a while. I feel pretty confident I can end things on the next turn, though, or the next round. Oh, there goes the big one. My increment probably fell off at this time, so I need to re-up that at the beginning of next turn. All right, we'll stay up. Still a safer option. Let's 5-inch into there. She needs to incrum for safety's sake. Let's swivel into here. And if I take a risk and don't complete kit, then I might be able to guarantee a Moonstone Cannon shot next round if necessary to just very quickly end things. In case this goes very badly, I'm going to save my state again. So I might need to reload my state and use a complete kit instead of machine oil on that last turn. I feel like the Hydro Cannon is probably not going to happen this round because they just used it. So I'm banking on that. And if that's the case, then we can probably get out of this round with only taking maybe 10-20,000 damage. And I can just complete kit at the beginning of the next turn, or at least after the Moonstone Cannon. It's not going to be necessary. I think if we get just one more hit off any of these sub-cannons, which we're not because they both lost. They both missed. Horrible. That was unlucky. Dang, super unlucky. But I do now have like more than enough spirit points to just Moonstone Cannon this round, so that'll do it. Yeah, so we'll do that. I don't think anything else really matters, but I will still just go ahead and complete kit here, focus here, and guard here. But this Moonstone Cannon enough should end the fight. Will the level cannon hit too? That'd be very cool if it did. It did? Nice, okay. Alright, that's the end of the ship battle. The enemy ship has been severely damaged and is trying to flee from battle. Galcian's trying to run away? We can't let him escape. We've got to go after him. Alright, I need to equip some of that, actually. Which I can do after this cutscene. Alright, I give up. How's that thing still flying? Vice, they're getting away. Alright, looks like we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. Alright, everyone, prepare to board the Hydra. We're going to fight Galcian face to face. Nice. I thought they were disarmed. Nice. All right. Enrique just standing right here in case you need heals. I don't actually. The team is fully. Well, the Delphinus could use something. Anyway, there was some stuff I picked up. Let me see if any of that is useful. The Moon Cannon and the Moon Torpedo. Probably want to replace. Yeah, those are basic upgrades directly to the Arc Whale Cannon and the Arc Whale Torpedo. So let's replace those. There's also a Crystal Cannon, which is presumably not as good as the Moon Cannon we just got. Oh, a better attack, lower hit. Apparently better with Spirit Point usage, though. Oh, yeah, it takes 9, whereas that one only takes 4. But the hit drops by a lot, actually. Okay, they're probably relatively equal. I don't think... I need to see if I have a better replacement for 5-inch cannon eventually. Nothing else I have is useful in terms of replacing things right up. We'll have to wait until after we get out of this and can go hit up the shops. So that's good enough for now. All right, what I do want to do is come here to Vice. Let's go to... Actually, let me check Gilder. I think already good super move wise. What did I get from those fights? Complete kit, crystal, double shaft. Oh, that's another thing I need to check. And let me go back and do that really quickly. Okay, so back to the Delphinus Mingu. I always forget to go over here. I think the double shaft is the only thing I picked up that might be useful, and it might be good to replace one of the timing valves with that. Oh yeah, wow. But I only got one of them, so we'll have to keep one timing valve. And the alloy deck is a defense equip. And I think I didn't want to do the spherical because I don't take enough magic damage in this fight. That might change for the final ship fight in phase 2 of the final boss though. I'll have to think about that. That's not necessary for now, but that is a thing that I might want to consider before that one. Oh, we should talk to him because we used all those Inkrams for so Ike is down by like 5 MP. So yeah, we should definitely talk to Enrique to get maxed up. I think everything else is good here. We didn't get any physical items. Everything we got was like ship upgrades. But on that note, I got a Captain Stripe. I want to apply that. So that Elphinus will have more health for the next and final storyline ship fight. I also want to use a couple of deluxe kits to get it back up to health. Okay, now let's talk to Enrique. Hello? Vice, I'll be waiting here. I brought plenty of medicines and healing crystals with me, so if you get wounded, just let me know and I'll take care of you. Ask for first aid. Thanks, Enrique. Some medicine would really help right now. No problem. Okay, hold still. It does not play the end music because you're not going to sleep. All right, there you go. Good luck, Vice. And yes, that did. Thankfully, the healing crystals included MP replenishment. All right, let's come over here and heal, or not heal, save. And then now that I'm at this point, I feel comfortable. Let's keep using save state 2 until I'm out of here. All right, in we go. Inside the ship, past the first bridge, go west. Why did the menu disappear? There we go. Go west to find X Cannon 1. Oh. Well, how is that compared to what I just equipped? That would be a replacement for the moon cannon, if anything, because that's a one hit. More spirit points. What does it mean by limit 2? I'm not even sure what the limit is. Let me check that really quickly, actually. Skies of Arcadia. Ship equipment. Ship's limit. Here's a guide. Ship battle system parameters. Okay. Lily doesn't say anything about limit. I have to assume that what this actually means is the amount of these things that you can equip. In which case, this might actually be a good upgrade to the moon cannon. Oh, it's not. It's just a direct downgrade. Never mind. It uses one more spirit point and it does less damage overall. It does have a limit of 0, which means you can equip more than one of these. So I guess I could equip a moon cannon and an X cannon. But generally, I prefer to have one single shot cannon, one torpedo, and 2 sub cannons that you can shoot for multiple turns. Is kind of like my go-to setup in this game. So I don't want to equip that. If I wanted 2 single shot, it would be good. But I don't think I want to do that. Okay, let's go back this way then. Need to climb this. To reach a ladder that leads outside. But first, a battle. Oh, these battles are gonna suck because I don't have Enrique and a Justice Shield. Oh well, I'll have to be pretty careful here. We'll start with a Cutlass Fury. Oh, it's an ambush. Amazing. Let's just go ahead and kill the assassins. That also means I can just have everybody else focus on the second guy. Leave the Marauder for next turn. Love me a good ambush. Why are you once again, Gilder running up to shoot his gun? Also, that wasn't the enemy I meant to attack. Oh well. Well, at least the Marauder will almost be dead next turn. It's fine. We will have you Cutlass Fury that guy, you Delta Shield just in case, and then you both can attack Marauder. Oh wow, didn't finish it. That Marauder just standing right there to take that in the face? Dang. This attack from Vita might take out this guy actually. Alright, cool. Fingers crossed. Oh, what in the world? Why did it? I know what it's doing. I'm just not sure why it is doing this. I turned those cheats off, so I'm not sure why it's screwing up now. I might have to just tell the game to ignore that on the next one. It's not giving me like the bajillion anything, so so it's fine for now, but I don't want it to keep doing all that in the middle of everything. Okay, we take this ladder up and out. Yeah, actually, only streaming enough to finish this dungeon and the final boss fight and the following cutscenes is a smart idea because I do want to do more grinding, including finding moonberries for after this dungeon and boss. When I get the ability to choose any fourth party member I want, Enrique and Drachma are back in the mix as options I can choose, and I don't think I've gotten their final super moves, so more moonberries is a good idea too. So I basically have grinding to do, so I wouldn't want to beat the game today. Anyway, we got a ad break starting in like 10 seconds, so I'm gonna step away, I'm gonna stretch and hydrate, and you all should do the same. See you soon. All right, welcome back. I was outside and I kept going a little bit when I got back to my seat. I figured I could just pick this up and oh, dang. Okay, I have to open every chest if I want to get the Vice Legend. So I guess I'm using some Saccharine crystals, even though I don't need them. Or not. I can't use them? What? Well, shoot. Okay. All right, I think what I'm gonna need to do is, well, let me see my state here. Let me just get into a fight and make sure the whole team takes damage. Or maybe I can just use those in combat, whether I'm taking damage or not. Let's see. Let's find out. I sure can. Cool. This is ridiculous. It's fine. Whatever I need to do. Let's focus. Modern problems require modern solutions. That does unfortunately mean I wasted an ambush, but whatever. How much magic do I have? Because you also get those in this dungeon. I need to make sure I have space for that too. How did I already get that? Oh, something happened with their stuff again, didn't it? Even though I had those settings off, somebody must be at level 99 now. Jeez, okay. That's kind of unfortunate. I need to use... I have 99 magic too, and I need room for 2 of them. You should Delta Shield, actually, because we're gonna get a lot of nonsense. How is Fina level 89? Jesus. Okay. Well, we're kind of screwed now. People are just over leveled because all that stuff that happened earlier was the cheats kicking in, even though I didn't have them on. So, oh well, I guess now the rest of the game is easy mode. That's kind of unfortunate, but whatever. All right, that's 2 magic dews used. And I guess you can just attack. Well, I have... Now I have so much spirit points. This is the first time all game I've used a magic dew. I want to see this. I haven't used this yet. I feel like at this point, if things have already screwed up because of those cheats to cause Fina and Gilder to have absurd levels of experience and XP and all that, there we go again. I'm just gonna ignore for the session. Then I might as well just take Vice Psych and Fina to level 99 too. Like, what's the point? Ugh, that's unfortunate. This is gonna be like, I think we need to go up actually. Yes. Oh wait, no. We need to go all the way to this alcove to get a moonberry. Yeah, this is gonna be a lot like the Xenoblade games, unfortunately, where if you do every single side quest, you're like 20 levels above all the final bosses, and it's gonna sort of curb stomp. But I guess that's okay. I've beaten this game like at least 10 times. So I'm really doing this at this point just for story. This is just a great nostalgic game that really takes me back. So it's not a horrible experience if the entire party is stupid over leveled. Back outside, take the second ladder. Why does it keep getting rid of the map? Jesus, okay. Now we want to head west, past that ladder. That was where we originally came up. Some big guys. We didn't get that second magic 2 off, so let's since we can just do whatever we want, I guess we'll just start with a Pirate's Wrath. Let's also do a Delta Shield for safety's sake. And let me not kill everything immediately because I want to pop off a single magic dew. I guess we'll melee attack Hydro Elite. I want to make sure there's enough empty space in my inventory for the 2 magic dews I'm about to pick up. That was so much damage.